All right, welcome back, everyone. I don't even know what day. It's day 7, isn't it? Day 7 of the build. Officially above 2,000 subscribers, so definitely gonna slide right into my bigger project tomorrow. Got the tray of tiny pieces is empty because everything's staged up, ready to be built today, and I'm trying to think nothing else to do other than just jump right in on step 76, it looks like. So, here we go. Alright, get to a little addendum. I went back and put a touch of glue in this corner up here because it was trying to come apart on me, so I just basically reinforced it to make sure it stayed put. But we get to put all of these goopers on today. Got one more jar, the broom, a treasure chest, a couple of pictures, and the things we built yesterday, and the last 3 books. But these pictures, according to the diagram, are supposed to go at an angle on that shelf. So basically, like, I would think, I guess, you know what I'm gonna do? It just occurred to me. Can do to make things work better, I think. What it looks like we're supposed to do anyway. I'm gonna put these 2 guys, I'm gonna glue them into one piece there. So make sure I've got them all right side ups like that. Get my handy dandy Gorilla super glue. And just get just the least little bit on there. And put them together, and probably not ain't much of a count anyway. I thought that would be enough. Okay, let's try. Squeeze them together and get some pressure in there. And there we go. I think it'll be a little bit easier to handle. It's one piece rather than trying to do 2 little pieces there. Okay, and while I'm gluing, I'll go ahead and grab my books and make the last stack of them. Yeah. And that goes, let's see here. I think I want to put that sort of plain one in the middle. Get that sort of situation going. Okay. So, all right. Dab on there. Can't hold on to anything. There. And another dab there. And this one in. I think that's the last of my assembling smaller pieces that I'm gonna have. So glue bottle back up and switch to the Beacon 3-in-1 Advanced Craft Glue. I think, but actually since those are gonna be at an angle, where those books end up, I'm trying to. Okay, books and looking at what do I need to be. Okay, first thing I'm gonna put the door on because it's gonna be, it needs to be sort of laying flat for that. And then once that's in, I can stand it up and do the rest of this stuff. Yeah, that's my tentative plan at this point. Because it looks like everything else is going to help by being vertical. So, that's our surface. And it's supposed to go... can't really... The secret room. There's evidently the door to the secret room, and it doesn't want to fit. Okay, there it goes. Then, like that, it does just, and actually that's going to be holding this banister vertical too, so that's double usage. It's wedged in there. Cool. I believe. Let's see if I can reach. I just dropped something. Let me just grab that right quick, and well, that can sit for a minute. I'm not gonna forget it. I believe since that's, I'm just gonna hit glue at the very top up here, and basically just tack the thing in. I'm not gonna worry about trying to get the glue distributed, because I think I'd just make a mess. Let's go back to the Gorilla Super Glue. Just looks like just a fair amount right across the top there. You down, and then get you back in. And pressure. And now we have the entrance to our very well labeled secret room. And upon review, is that going to pop out easily? It wobbles, so I'm trying to... it doesn't. I thought it might... If I could have popped that out easily, I would have put another touch of glue on that end to hold it. That's... yeah. That works. I think that's going to complete the upstairs section. The loft, I think, is what I'm going to call it. Now, I believe I'll start down here, putting stuff in, and just work my way up. Maybe I won't make a mess of everything. So those, and this. Spread these pages out again. Make maybe a little bit more fan-like action there. Okay, and this goes over here, sort of in the floor like that. So I think I'll go back. That one I've got a good surface area, so go to the super glue again. I think it's about there. And pop you in. Applying the pressure is the issue on this one. Okay. That should be good. So let's sort of fan our pages back out again. End up with that sort of thing. I should have had it face another way so the bindings would show there. Can I pop it off? No, it's set to good. But, okay. Live and learn. Now, the brush, I don't think will work with the super glue because it's all bushy down here. Even that off. And you go in corner next to the mirror, like so. Pop Snoopy on. Looks like I can hit. Okay, sort of a dab of glue on the end of the stick. Looks like it's going to bind to the bookshelf. Might be my best bet. I think so. So I'll just say that's a beacon and a clogged nozzle. Let's do a clogged nozzle. There it goes. Now, a little bit right through there. In that corner. Probably not showing up. That's okay, I'm just going to wedge that into the glue there. I think that'll be a good position for it. It shows it standing straight up and down, but it also shows the broomstick handle much shorter than that. Okay, then we've got our treasure chest. I do want to make sure I get the lock mechanism showing on the front. I think the super glue, that's pretty straight, but it's plastic, so I don't know if super glue will bond that well, so I'm going to go back to stick with a beacon on this one. Fairly healthy glob on there. And go sort of there in front of the broom. Make sure I don't knock it off it's glue. Okay. I think I'll spin it out a little bit more. Sure, see all the details here. Okay, now the big bottle and the books go on this shelf. So I'm just gonna lay the beacon just straight across there. And books go in the back. Let's I think I'm gonna do a better job of getting them in there like this. And then the big bottle, last of the big bottles. So I want to make sure the label's facing outward. Went to the trouble of putting the little label on the thing, so I might as well make sure it shows. Zip you into place. Yeah. Alright. Well in the glue. And then these pictures, supposed to go, it says have them a little bit of an angle out there. So once again, just to run a bead. Just light bead right about through there, I think. Looked like it was about the right spot to me. And drop those guys down in it. Okay. I think it's, yeah, it's in there. It's getting a little tacky on it. Alright, and that concludes the interior of our magic pharmacy. Obviously, gotta let this glue set up a little bit longer than the super glue. So I'm gonna, fortunately, I can set this aside while I work on the next thing. So I'll be right back with step 77. Okay, step 77. Trying to see, make sure I got this piece of clear. And got the double holes is in the back. And I think these are pretty just, both sides are basically the same. There's mirror images of each other. Trying to see what side do they say is the bottom. They say this side is the bottom. But I don't think it really matters. I don't see any indication that it would. But they've got this circle at the top. So that's, yeah. So that's what they're calling the bottom. Now, ooh, I'm going to take a break and let that glue dry because I gotta mess with those lights. But that's the next part. So, let's see here. It's on this side. Get us a peel going. There it was. Actually, yeah, I think it's peel on both sides. Yeah, it is. So I'm just going to peel one side now. I'm supposed to go over top our little skylight. Okay. We get full coverage on our little circle doodad. Let's go turbo tacky with this. Sort of mix it up. I think the rubber, it gets messier sometimes, but just a little dab in each corner. Maybe just a touch there. And go. Clearance on the sides, full coverage. Mush it down. All right. Now, gotta let this glue dry and that glue dry. Oops. Because like I say, I gotta get the lights that are on that thing, get to run them. Well, I guess I could do that. Maybe I can do that without disturbing all that stuff. Let me try. They run off the back, so maybe I can do it without just knocking everything off the shelves. Yeah. Got the longer one and the shorter one. And I say we'll be going from this end. Now, are we bending the light, or are we just? I'm assuming that's the front. How deep is the? It's a reasonably deep. I don't want to bend them too much. That doesn't like being bent that far down. But I think that'll be enough. Put one on there. Little U-dealios. Okay, there they go. Bring it up tight there. And I've still got the cover on that, so it's calling for tape right there, but I'm going to wait till I take the cover off to get that done. And then this one's supposed to go straight back. And second, no, this one goes in next. Okay. We're gonna have to. We'll definitely need some tape holding that down once we get ready for that. Sort of hold it in that. Hopefully in that line where it won't be showing around the. Ooh, can I? No, that won't work. I just thought of something I might have downstairs, so let me run and get something, and I'll be right back. Okay. I had some heat shrink wrap. Gonna try and just get this middle one, sort of keep it contained right through there anyway. And my new toy, which not the new toy I was planning on showing off the other day, but bought me a heat gun. I have preheated it. Hopefully you can hear me over it. I thought I did. I may not be patient enough to use this. Okay, that was disappointing. Is it? Not very hot. Okay. Plan B. Got a lighter. Hope it shrinks up enough. Getting hot in the front there. Okay, there it goes. I guess I'll have to actually read the instruction book on the heat gun to see. Because I did not. I just figured there's no switches or anything on it, so I figured just turn it on and go. Maybe just gotta let it warm up longer than I did. Oh well. Live and learn. Seems like I say that a lot. And that's sort of, that'll sort of keep those wires a little contained there through the middle, and bend that back on there. Like I say, gotta get tape on here, but like I say, that does. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. Now, this one, sort of the same thing, just goes behind our light fixture there. I'm just going to put them right through the middle of those. And our other little U-shaped dealio there, there, holds all four of these wires down, hopefully. Get them all contained in there. Time for lunch, for the dog's lunch. Okay, now those wires all parallel. I think there's, yeah, get some of their included tape. Which end does start on that end? Okay. Okay. And actually, I guess I can go ahead and pull the. I guess I get to pull the peel from underneath the wire. Didn't think about that when I was started it. Just wanted to leave it fairly clean. actually does do a pretty good job of staying in place, but I will throw another couple pieces of these strips of this. That's there. And then we'll hold that other end sort of in place. Alright, that finishes up our roof, and that was step 77. So I'm going to give that glue a good 30 minutes to dry, and on over here and over here, and then I'll pop that roof on, and we should wrap it up in almost no time, because that's the hardest part. It's been done. So I'll be right back with that. Okay, here we go. Step 78 should be fairly straightforward. We're just back you out a little bit further. Basically taking this to the top. I think we've got to make sure we run our wires into our little slot here, which they seem to be agreeable with. Maybe. One of them's not. Okay, there it is. Okay. And let's get it here. Here. Still in there. Get my. Okay, down's good. Go in. Alright, got our fully enclosed magic pharmacy there. And it appears that the glue's working because nothing fell out when I picked it up like that. Got our skylight, got our wires fairly well in. And I'm going to go ahead and do step 79 because that's just wrangling these wires all together, running through their respective slots. Sort of tighten things up a bit here. And some more of that, more of their tape. Try and get them all in parallel. There. Oh, I think I did that one sideways, but principle works. I'll do one more. The top section there. Right there. Okay. Then let's see. These are supposed to sort of wrangle them back here, so I'm just gonna do one there and one there, I think. It's sort of, I don't think, about to put a cover over top of this stuff, so I don't think it's super important, other than just making sure it stays in that slot there while you're putting the cover on. So that in there. And this one here. So those. It doesn't. Okay. I guess we're doing a test fire at this point. Oops. I don't have both batteries in. Let's see. Okay, so that's got three. What do you go like this? Yep, evidently. And the other way. And other battery in here. Other way. And this is supposed to go like right there. Let's see here. Okay, yeah, they do work. Okay. Is there only... Oh yeah, the one on the shelf there too. I forgot about that one. Yeah, they're all four of them are working. Works really good from the bottom. Yeah, there. Okay, it works from the top too. Okay. And now pull one of these back out just so I don't drive me crazy. Turn them off and on all the time until it's time to officially. Oop. Oh, yeah, that's right. There it goes. Okay. Now that little bonus there for step 79. Now it's time for 80. Be right back with that. Okay, 80 is putting our latch on. So this is a really flexible piece of accordion, by the way. I think that through there, and these guys, that didn't work. I think. Okay, so that gets our latch going, so that'd be. Okay, that's going to need a little bit of glue, I think. That slid right off way too easily there. So I'm just going to glue the top one to the bottom one. I'm not going to do all of it. That should, I think that should get a little spill over onto the. Just need one little dab in the corner right there. And you on there. Okay, yeah, and that's holding it on, so now we got the fully functioning switch there. Yeah, okay. And that's all there was for 80, so I'll be right back with 81. Okay, 81, just popping the back cover on. So let's put it in and lock it in maybe. All the slots and tabs to line up. Oh, terrible sounds of that. Alright. Okay. Squeeze them, make sure they're all in good. They do look good. A little extra in there. Okay. And the bottom one. Everybody's locked in. Cool. Now I find out if I got everything, all the glue dried up good. Because I got to put the bottom lid on. Which I was surprised. But I'll. Okay. In place. Anything fall off from there? Nope. Looks like everything stayed in place. The battery compartment to stay down. The wires go that way, maybe. Yep. Okay, that's sort of flush. All right. So now, evidently, how you get the batteries, you got to take the whole doodad out, and I'll go ahead and bite the bullet and leave it in there just so I can reset it every time. Okay, in there. Push all the wires, sort of force them back. Lock our plea. All right. And yep, that's working. Cool. Now that's all for, what was that, 81? Actually, that was 81. I'm going to go ahead and do 82. I did go through and colored in the side of the this, well, not the outside but the inside. I'm going to go ahead and do the outside too, I think. Now that I'm talking about it, I wasn't thinking about this being, but this is going to be exposed to the outside, so let me just go through and color the edge. Of course, the bottom's not going to show, but since I'm here, I might as well do it. And I say, just sort of darken it, make it more uniform color. I say this goes there, and it's okay. So put you on the back. Gravity assist here, and of course something's not square, which is not a surprise. But let's see here. I think this is going to be a light clamping job. Yeah. Let me grab a couple of clamps. I'll be right back, and we will cinch this on and make sure it's as close as I can get it to square anyway. And we'll go from there. Be right back. Okay. Now, I think what I'm going to do actually. Okay, so this is actually not. That's got a little wobble in it there too. So, trying to decide the best way to do this. Okay, the top doesn't contact, because this is where we're going to slide a piece of acrylic down. There's no other guides for that. It's just going to be gravity on that. Okay. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. I want to do the super glue just because it's so much faster. But I think I'd be better off with the turbo tacky and some clamps. Just get a little bit extra adjustment time. So I think that's what I'm going to go with. Yep, with the old reliable turbo tacky. That is, make sure I'm doing this right side up too. Yes. No, I think. No, according to the picture, this little detail is at the bottom. So it's supposed to be like this. Either way, it's still going to need clamping to square things up good. Okay. So, turbo tacky. Just down here, just a little bit. Gently work my way up the side. Not really a bead. It's not cooperating with me. Let's say another. Across the bottom here. And both. Why not? Okay. Got her. And that little detail at the bottom. A few on. Go down. You moved on me. Okay. In there. There on the corners. How y'all looking? Got a little bit more there. So flush down here at the bottom. Corners are fairly well lined up. Excess through there. Wipe it off. Excess there. Alright. I'm going to put some... I would put something heavy on the middle, but it's down good on the middle. So, yeah. So I think let that sit up for 20 or 30 minutes or so. If I don't just mess it up by hitting the clamps. Yeah, okay. And like that. Over and over again. Everybody's down. Alright. Let that sit up for 20 or 30 minutes. I'll be right back and we will wrap this bad boy up. Okay, it's been a few minutes. I think we should be good to go now. Release those. Got a little squished out there on the edges. But all there is for step 83 is to put our cover, our dust cover in. I'll get a peel on that side and a peel on this side. I think there's more satisfying peel to the clear. And then in theory, should just slot in right here. And there we are. And I wonder if, of course, the flaw in that system is you've got to lift the dust cover up in order to turn the lights on. Which actually isn't that easy. It's wedged in there pretty snug. There we go. Okay, so let's knock my lights down here. Here and there you go. That's a very satisfying build. I think it's really good. Looks good. Lots, I say the details, they aren't super realistic, but there's a lot of them there. A lot of things to look at. Between the bottles and the broom and all the doodads on our shelf there. Of course, the camera picks up lower light. It looks much better. It's not as well lit in person, and but it it looks much brighter on camera than it does in reality. But, those light bulbs are well distributed. Let's see, and I think I made the right decision on this bottom one. Turn it to make sure it didn't stick out from underneath there. Yeah, I'm pleased with the results. That's what I was pretty sure it was going to be a nice one all the way through, and I'm satisfied with how it turned out. That's a good looking model. I think that's well worth the time and effort. I do wish there was a handle on this thing though. But without any further ado, I've been talking about it for a couple of weeks at least. I picked up my 2K special. Let me go ahead and hit my leather care right quick now, since we're finishing up a model, finishing up a project. Seal up where all the scuffs and everything were that I caused with this build. Get back to. I'll do a better job after I get done here, but I just want to get. If I'm presenting a new model, I want it to be on a clean slate. And over. All right. Now, focus. Doesn't seem to want to focus, but that's okay. The big 2K celebration. The wood trick dragon castle. Evidently, drawbridge works. Like there's the tower spin or something. It's got red LEDs. 978 pieces. And I tell you, this is far and away the heaviest. I mean, the model I bought is, I'd say at least 3 to 4 pounds, maybe more. I'd say it's stout. Let's see, got some history of castles in general, but like I say, that's coming up next. And I say I've always sort of liked the medieval castles. I wouldn't want to live in one, but I always thought they looked cool. So I think this will be good. And it's a big project. Don't know how long it's going to take. Don't know how fast it's going to move. The last wood trick one I had really good instructions. So I'm pleased. I'm looking forward to that. Basically 10 by 10 by 13. This is what the end result's going to be. So it's going to push the limits of my workspace here. But we'll start that up next time. In the meantime, folks, as always, thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment, complain, share. Do whatever you want to with all that. Be good to one another. Stay safe. And I'll see you next time. Bye.